Alright, so there are a lot of computers that randomly shut off depending on how hard the computer is working, what is the temperature of the computer, and blah blah blah. And part of the reason is because a lot of the times these little holes here, or in the back of the computer, this is the exhaust, this is where the hot air comes out, this is where the cool air comes in, through here, and through here. Okay, so this gets clogged with dust, or the cooling system gets clogged with dust, the vents. So what you want to do to try to eliminate that situation would be to take a shop vac, and you can vacuum here, you can vacuum here, wherever there's a vent, you vacuum there, and you vacuum here. I've got a new idea, which basically you take some tape and cover these holes up. I've already vacuumed this, so I know it's good and it's not shutting off anymore. They bought me this computer because it was just shutting off. So I put this program called Speed Fan. It tells you the speed of the fan and the temperature of the computer and stuff. And I noticed it was getting ridiculously hot, and that's why it kept turning off, to basically save the processor so it doesn't, you know, damage itself. So here's my idea. I want to create strong suction. So you cover these holes here, and here, the biggest vents. It's still, when I put the vacuum here, it's still going to suck in air, but it sucks in air through all these little holes here, all these holes here, and this I'm going to cover it up as well, because the more holes are covered, at least the bigger holes, it kind of creates more pressure inside of the laptop to remove the dust. So it's going to get a little noisy. You might want to turn the volume down on your computer. So I'm about to turn this vacuum on. Here we go. This is really not necessary. Doing it for extra suction, this is basically what you want to do. Now, again, I already went through all the holes, so I know I'm alright. And I've already tested the computer and it's working phenomenal. It hasn't shut off on me. They couldn't even use it for, this is also a good idea. So yeah, doing that, it works a lot of times. Whenever I get a computer that turns off a lot, because they have no reason, they just tell me it just randomly turns off. First thing I do is install that program, Speed Fan. That gives me the temperature of the computer, and once I see that it's really hot, then I put it to work. I start downloading videos, I start rendering videos, go up on YouTube, I put a DVD to play, I do all these things at the same time. I put these laptops to work. And in doing so, the speed of the fan is supposed to increase to accommodate for the temperature that it's building. If it doesn't, and it continues to shut off, that's probably one of the problems, that it doesn't have enough ventilation. It hasn't gotten rid of all the dust that's in there, so the dust is stopping it from the air flowing freely. Once you've done this and it doesn't work still, it still turns off on you, then you got to go deeper. That's when you got to remove all these covers, take the battery out. Before you touch anything that's metal on the laptop, make sure that you don't have any static electricity. Okay, you can mess up the computer that way. So if you're on a rug, don't do it. You want to be on rubber or plastic or something that's not going to create static electricity. And then once you remove these covers, you can see if there's a lot of dust, then that's the problem. If not, make sure your fan is working. You can do that by putting a flashlight. And I know you won't be able to see it now, but whenever you have the laptop in front of you, not on the video, you can do this and you'll see the fan. So you turn on the computer and see if it spins. If it doesn't spin, you know you got a bad fan, which is another option for the computer turning off on its own. But the simplest fix that I know of is you hit the vacuum on it. If it doesn't work, that's when you go in deeper. This is like checking a fuse in a car before you start taking things apart. You first check the fuse and make sure everything is good on the fuse. If the fuse is good, then you go to the next level. Same thing with this. First I do a small little cleanup job, make sure that everything is dust free. From there I move on to the next step if I see that it doesn't work. Hope this helps. If you show me your support by hitting me with a like, I would definitely appreciate it. And thanks for watching.